Hello, viewers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to people from different parts of the world. So today, yet another show of Splendid Seven, and we have with us a wonderful person, poetess Ranjana Sharan Sinha. Welcome, Ranjana ji, to Splendid Seven. And today we'll be listening to Ranjana ji and her lived experiences from life and related to poetry. So,
Thank you so
Ranjana,
much.
you're most welcome, and it's an honor to have you on Splendid Seven.
Yeah, it's a great honor for me to be here on your platform of a Splendid Seven. It's a pleasure for me too. I'm really honored to have been invited here. Thank you so much, Ekta.
You're most welcome, and thanks to you also. And so I will tell you the rules of the show in very crisp way. That is
Yeah.
seven questions from you. Then you read your poem. Then I read thought of the day, but today I'll be reading a poem, and
Okay.
then you will give golden pen message, and then we'll wrap up the show. So
Okay.
these are the proceedings. And
Yeah.
before starting with questions, I'll read a short bio about Ranjana ji.
Okay.
So viewers, Dr. Ranjana Sharan Sinha is a poet, a well-known voice in Indian poetry in English, author and retired professor of English from SB College, RTM Nagpur University. Her poems from her collection, Scents and Shadows, are part of postgraduate university syllabus of Pune University. Her poems, short stories, articles, and research papers are widely published in magazines and e-zines. Her poems have found space in more than 40 global anthologies. She has authored and published 9 books in different genres and 50 research papers. Her poems have been translated into German, Greek, Albanian, Russian, Spanish, Polish, Persian, Chinese, Mexican, and Albanian languages. She has received nearly 15 awards from prestigious educational and cultural institutions for her contribution to poetry, including a commendation from the former President of India, APJ Abdul Kalam, for her poem. And the name of the poem is Mother Nature, contained in her collection Spring Zone. She is one of the members of the editorial board and our poetry archive. Wonderful. So many achievements, and congratulations for these many achievements.
Thank you so much, Ekta. I'm really honored to have been invited here, and a very, very warm greetings from Nagpur, India.
Yes.
It's a pleasure.
Viewers, I must tell you that Ranjana ji is from a wonderful place, which is Nagpur, and it is also called Tiger Capital of India, Ranjana ji. Uh, I just
It
read it
is
in Google.
Bench Tiger Reserve. Have heard
Yeah.
Tiger Reserve? Yeah.
It says that it is called Tiger Capital because it connects many tiger reserves of India
Yeah.
to the world.
Yeah, exactly so. It connects many
Oh,
Pench Tiger Reserve and many reserves in MP. I think it's in Madhya Pradesh.
yes.
So that's why it is called. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Mhm.
And so now we will start with questions, shall
Mhm.
we?
Yeah. Yeah.
So first question is, life changes color in all situations. Okay.
Mm.
So give color to each phase of life, like childhood, adult, and old age time. These are 3 phases of life. So
Yeah.
give one color to
Mm.
each phase.
Okay. Childhood is rosy. Childhood is pink,
Okay.
or youth. Youth is flaming orange.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, it's flaming orange. And old age, mostly gray. Mostly gray name is given to old age or blue. But according to me, the colors overlap in life. It's not necessarily that in old age one turns gray. Outward appearance may be gray, but inwardly you can be full of life. You can be vivacious. You can be able to do so many things that you couldn't do due to lack of time, or you couldn't do in your childhood due to inexperience. So, in spite of being gray, old age or maturity, as dawns upon a person, it gives myriad colors. I would define old age with myriad of colors.
Wow.
A combination of all the colors.
True.
Extracted. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful approach to old age. Uh, you are really, and this is an inspiring answer for people who think that once they are old, they have to sit back and they cannot do anything. So it is not like that. It is
No,
a
not
palette of
really this.
multiple colors. True.
Yeah, palette.
And next question comes. That it is actually it is a quote by Ruskin Bond. So you can say just it is like two lines from your side about this quote. So the quote is like this: Bad times, bad times are good times to prepare for better times. I'll repeat. Bad times
Yeah.
are good times to
Mm.
prepare for better times. It's a quote by Ruskin Bond. So two lines about this
Yes.
quote from your side.
Yeah, here in these lines, we find an echo of Shakespeare that in bad time, because bad time is a testing period of friends, situations.
True.
When you are going through bad time, you can know who is your real friend, who is your real foe. So bad time becomes preparation for good time. That during bad time, you prepare yourself for good time,
Yeah.
understanding your situations, understanding the things around you. Plus, it makes you more malleable. You become more malleable during your bad period of time.
Yeah.
So, uh, there is an echo of Shakespeare also, and it is very commonsensical and full of experience, I think.
Yes, absolutely. And actually, I was going through a few quotes of Ruskin Bond, and he has written many things about life, about
Hmm.
happiness. He has also written that happiness lies between too less and too much. It is something which lies between too less and too much. Means he is actually using very good words to, come up
Yeah,
with very small things.
more or less echoing the same, yeah. We find echo of the same thoughts, more or less, in different ways.
Yes.
Mm.
Now I'll take off my specs. Usually I don't wear them for long. And next question for you is, which word comes to your mind first when you listen to the following words? Okay. So first
Yeah.
word for you is Kimsey Lake. Have you ever
Sorry.
been to this lake? Lake Kimsey Lake.
No, I have not been to the lake,
Okay.
that particular lake. But about lake, I can say, whenever we use the term lake, a sense of vastness, a sense of stillness comes to mind, and
Yes.
uh, it is especially a good theme for poetry also. So lake means vastness, tranquility
True.
to me. I can't tell you about the particular lake, but I have told about lake in general.
Yes, 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 absolutely. It
Yeah,
was the next option I would have given.
yeah.
And for the viewers, I will say that this lake is somewhere near Ramtek in Nagpur, and it is actually the Central India's largest boating center and amusement park. So Central India,
Oh,
it is largest. I have never been to this place, so I just
okay. I too, same here. But it's I'm happy to know about it. That being in Nagpur, I have not visited that place. Okay.
the next word for you is pen.
Pen. So many things are associated with pen. First of all, pens are my favorite things. Naturally, it is with author, it is with poet. Even if we have entered in this digital era, pen and paper has got its own charm. Paper has got its smell. Pen has got its own, even it is put on the table, then it has got its beauty. And from the point of view of functionality, I like it. I still love writing with pen. And when the word pen is told, so many quotations, so many things in general comes to mind. Pen is mightier than sword.
Yeah.
Pen can defeat sword. And we can say, jahan kam aave sui, kaha kare talwar. So, at times, pen can be even mightier than swords. And history tells us that pens have played great role in awakening the human soul, human spirit. So, pen evokes myriads of, not association, myriads of connotations, let us say,
Yes.
is associated. Yeah.
And if this pen was not there, how would we have been, aware about history? Because people
Hmm.
in old times must be writing.
Hmm.
That is why we got those, things.
Yeah. Pen, yeah, different forms of pen. Quill,
Quill, yes,
before, yeah, quill. We used to write with quill. Or must be some, there must be some other types of pen, but quill is more familiar with us.
I have
Familiar
never
means we see in
used
the
it.
paper.
Have you
No,
ever?
we have not used it, but we do see in pictures,
Yes,
pictures. We read in history.
yes, yes.
So,
Beautiful. And next word for you is mother.
mother, a personification of love, dedication, sacrifice, everything rolled into one. Means the word mother beyond words.
So,
You can't catch the mother, or you can't define the word mother in a few words. So, in one word, dedication, love personified.
wonderful. Right. Mother is something. It is truly said that God could not be everywhere, so He made
So,
mother.
he created mothers. Yeah, right. Very good. Yes,
And
absolutely.
next question for you is, what is the best childhood memory which comes to your mind?
Well, there are many childhood memories. If I go back to my childhood, there are many memories of my childhood. But uh, I can give you example of just a few ones. The best part of my childhood was living or spending time with my grandmother. I have written 2 or 3 poems on my grandmother. That day, one day I had read out that poem. Consciously or unconsciously, my grandmother was in my mind. So she used to love us very much. And whatever time I used to spend with her, that still I remember quite nostalgically. So
Yes,
the best part, yeah. So best part of my childhood time was that I spent with my mother, with my grandmother.
wow. And I will just add one thing that my father used to tell me that uh, grandchildren are the
Hmm.
last friends of grandparents,
Yeah,
and for grandkids, their grandparents are their first friends.
Right.
Grandchildren are also attached to their grandparents.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
much.
so this
It's right.
this bond gives me goosebumps, and because
Mhm.
I have not spent a lot of time with my grandmother, but yes, with my grandfather, I remember few very precious moments. Wonderful,
Hmm.
beautiful memory.
Grandparents are very still.
Yeah. So next question for you is prioritize the following as per your priorities or likings.
Hmm.
So there are three options for you. Write poetry with a sip of tree in garden.
Yes.
Go on a walk with your loved one
Yeah.
and read a book.
Yes.
So you can actually put them
Ma,
in sequence. Yeah.
my priority will be first uh, writing poetry.
Okay.
First, when writing poetry, because most of the time in practical life, you are always searching for time to write poetry. So my first priority, whenever I am given time, I would love to write poetry quietly. Secondly, going on a beach. What did you say?
Next two options are go on a walk with your loved one, and third,
Yeah. And second, going on a walk with our loved ones, because loved ones, uh, he or she may be my son or daughter,
yes,
or he may be my better half,
yes,
or even he or she may be my bosom friend.
yes,
But if you ask me, I would love to go on a walk with my bosom friend, because we don't get usually time. Morning walk, evening walk is usually with your family members, with your
yes,
spouse, or alone, all alone,
yes.
whatever. So I would love to go on a walk with my some of my bosom friends, or one or two, my childhood friend, if at all I happen to see him. I would love to go on a walk with him or her. Yes,
Okay. So
that's
third would be read a book. Okay.
yeah. And naturally, third would be reading a book.
Wonderful. And the next question comes now, and it is which place is your favorite back? Do you love to travel?
Yeah, I love travel.
Do you love
I'm
music?
not sorry.
Do you love music?
Yeah, I love music. I love.
So I will change my question here. So your question is, which is your favorite song on which you would like to write a poem or which you like to listen more often? Which is your favorite song?
Uh, I love old numbers. I love old numbers, and ghazals are my favorite. And I have started writing ghazals in English also. Many of my ghazals have been published.
Wonderful.
Following the Urdu tradition, yeah, I have tried, it has been published in Setu also, and a few more magazines. So, as far as music is concerned, or as far as songs are concerned, uh, I love ghazals. And in an extended form, in a lighter mode, uh, I can write something uh, on the oft quoted famous Ghalib ghazals. दिले नादा तुझे हुआ क्या है आखिर इस दर्द की दवा क्या है. I can write on this topic also,
Wow.
or any romantic songs. I cannot tell you a
Yes,
particular thing,
absolutely. There
because
is no.
themes, yeah, themes of the poem keep changing according to your mood, your situations, whatever you see that knocks your mind, and accordingly you write a poem. And I have written poems on different themes. Some of them, of course, are my love poems, but I have written on peace, I have written on war, I have written on feminism. So back to your question. I would love to write on one of the themes of ghazal, on the classical ghazal, I may write. And I've tried also in English.
I was not aware of this. Also, Miss, you are so versatile, and this is one of your added Miss quality which we
Thank you.
come to know here. So
Thank
you
you.
write songs as well. It's a big thing, and it's really takes when you have a specific taste towards music.
Yeah.
We just listen and sing. I have never written any song, but
Okay. Oh, but still, you are a very good poet. I have heard your poems in sessions, in many of the sessions.
yeah, I can say that when I write poetry, I recall few sayings of my father, and then I am able to. My is that penetration to any situation or the life is just because of my father. So this helps me a lot in writing.
Yeah, you are very attached to your father, it seems.
Yes.
Yeah, same here. I'm also my daddy's daughter, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, I also love to reminisce him because he's no more. So,
So he's there in your poems.
yeah, yeah, he was a surgeon. He was an orthopedic surgeon. But at heart, he was a poet, you know. At heart, he was a poet, yeah, and great humanitarian. So, might be directly or indirectly, his impact have come on us, on me rather.
And now the last question comes. It is parents are very important people of a child's life. So, what thing or advice would you like to share with current generation children and parents? Any one thing you would like to say?
I would say, see, time has changed. Like anything, what we experienced in our childhood, we can't do the same things with our children.
Yes.
But I would say that we should try to adopt a middle path, you know. You should not be strict to your children. I'm not in favor of being very strict to children or anyone. You should have talk with talk you must talk to your children, and you should know his temperament well, what things are going to benefit him, because every children have got their own temperament. The same principles can't be applied to different types of children. And moreover, I believe that parents should be friends of their sons or daughters. That way, they will confide in you and they won't run outside. So I believe that I'm very good friend of my son. I'm very good friend of my daughter. Everything they confide in me. So I feel that there should be a friendly relation between parents and children. Of course, discipline is discipline. That should be there. But
yes, it's a beautiful, and actually, it's a demand of time.
Yeah.
These were wonderful answers from Ranjana ji. And now it is time to hear to one of the.
Thank you.
Please share your poem with us.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm going to read one of my poems from the collection Scents and Shadows. This is my collection of poems 2 years back.
Wow.
So, and this particular poem that I'm going to read is included in postgraduate syllabus of university.
Okay.
The title is She's Gone Forever, and this she is none other than my lost youthful self. She is gone forever. In my journey through life, I reach an alien territory. The scarlet gulmohars, with their flamboyant flames, fall on the ground. A sense of fall silently comes. Saddened by the touch of earthly years, I feel inner rumblings, a boundless ocean forced along by the winds of halcyon days, surges up within me, provoking nostalgia. Behind the morphing face and body, behind the morphing face and body, I look for my lost self, a woman without lines or signs of aging, vibrant and agile, appears before me. I try to loop my arms through hers, but she flies and goes forever, making me feel like a mass of rocks after recent rainfall. Oh, the pleasant petrichor persists. My bygone days, like pale, effervescent champagne, hiss in the flute of my advancing years, whispering something with the mesmerizing bubbles.
Wow.
And I have translated it into Hindi also.
Okay.
So,
So
yeah.
you would like to read the Hindi version as well?
I can read Hindi
But
version. It has
no,
published Ek Sita Mein Bhi.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have written, this is also one of your books. Please show the cover.
Yeah, ninth book, Ek Sita Mein Bhi. It is collection of Hindi poets.
Okay.
Ek Sita Mein Bhi, or it has
It's
been
a nice cover.
all my self-translated English poems into Hindi have been collected here. So very fast, I would like to read.
We have only 5 minutes left. So if you can.
Okay, then.
I think we can read it in our next session.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So
it was a beautiful poem, and it was
Thank you.
And to oneself, which you said about, means it is a window of nostalgia, which everyone is into. But it was a beautiful, articulated, and the words used were wonderful.
Okay.
Very nice poem. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. And now I would love to read your poem. Listen to your poem.
I would love to read my poem, but I think today time is very less. And this meeting, this conversation will sign out in 4 minutes. So I think I will go with thought of the day today. And
okay.
And today's thought of the day will be, I will say, every heart has a unique song. Sing your own song, feel your own music. So this is my thought of the day for today, that we don't have to be like someone. We have our own song, which our heart sings and understands and feels. So we have to feel our own music, and in that way, we can give best to life and receive best from life. So this is my thought of the day, that every heart has a unique song, sing your own song.
Very nice.
Feel your
Highly
own.
commendable.
Thank you.
Highly commendable.
And now please share a golden pin message with our viewers, and then we can wrap up the show.
Yeah. My message to the viewers, Naste Vidya Samam Chakshu. It means education is greater than the eyes we possess. In the words of Nelson Mandela, education is the greatest weapon that we can use to change the entire world. So let's try to educate ourselves in the real sense of the word. We must concentrate, or we must try to understand the real meaning of education. Education should be taken in a broader and deeper perspective. Merely acquiring university degrees is definitely not education, or piling up diploma is not education. And moreover, bookish knowledge is miles apart from real education. Real education inculcates moral values. It inculcates positive thoughts. And it also inculcates an attitude of sharing and caring and doing something good to the society. So let's all come and try to be educated in the real sense of the word.
Wow.
That's it. Thank you.
Such
Thank you
a
so much.
wonderful message, beautiful message about the
Thank you.
true education, which is required in all of us. We all have a duty towards society.
Yeah.
I say it every time because if we realize it from, everyone realizes it, then the society will always prosper. So it is
Yes.
time to say goodbye to our viewers. I would like to thank you for
one thing I would like to say that I'm really honored and I enjoyed every bit of it, every bit of your session, every moment of the session. So I'm really honored and delighted to be invited in this session. Thank you so much.
Thanks to you, and bye to viewers. We can say bye.
Okay, bye viewers. It was a wonderful session. Thank you.